Hello. Hey, everybody. Gotta moisturize my middle-aged lips. I'm really embracing the whole idea of being middle-aged. I think it's really exciting. I know that it has a negative connotation for a lot of people, but I think middle-aged rocks. So I'm just going to rock the middle-aged moniker because I'm into it. I'm into it. How y'all doing today? How's everybody out in Instagram land on this beautiful Monday that we're going to be talking about goals? I'm really excited about goals. Middle age is between 40 and 60, and I'm 42. So I'm into it. I'm into it. Hey, Dr. Lisa Clinton, how you doing? How you doing, love? And Takesha, what's going on, girl? All right, so today we're gonna be talking about goals. I don't ordinarily love using terminology like crush, like I'm gonna crush these goals because it feels so aggressive, but for real, I crush my goals. And I want to share with you how I do it. And it's nothing special about me. It's nothing special about me. It's stuff that I've learned over time. I use lots of tools to do it. And I'm going to share with you some of those tools. But first of all, I want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Rebekah Borucki. I'm a meditation guide, a mother of 5, and author of books for big and little readers. I have some bestsellers. You Have 4 Minutes to Change Your Life, which will get your meditation game straight. Managing the Mother Load for all the parents out there. And I have 2 children's books that are out now. Zara's Big Messy Day That Turned Out Okay, and Zara's Big Messy Bedtime. They are on a boat from China. They'll be here any minute, I swear, and you'll get those books that you have ordered. And Zara's Big Messy Bedtime actually got picked up by Hay House, so they're putting it out next year. August 31st is the release date. Very exciting. So I encourage you to check the links in my video description and in my IG bio and wherever you're watching this in replay. Check out those links for everything that I'm talking about in this video because I'm going to hook you up with some good information. Where did I forgot something. All right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're going to do a little workshopping today about goal setting. I went away this past weekend with my girlfriends Dee and Nasia. There's 2 different people. I usually, when I talk about them, I usually say Dee and Nasia, which sounds like one name. But Dee and Nasia, we went up to like Woodstock area, New York. That's where they live. And then I drove up there and we got a little hotel room and we just did like some witchy stuff. We brought all our cards, like our oracle cards and our tarot cards and things and crystals. And we did some witchy stuff and we did, like some workshopping on our goals that we want to, attain in 2020. Here's the thing. 2020 has been a thing. 2020 has been a situation. But that doesn't mean that we have to put aside our regular lives are still happening. And that means that our regular dreams can still happen too. In fact, they need to happen. We need to be prepared for what is coming. We need to be strong. We need to be nourished. We need to be creating our own wealth and success and abundance in our lives. And I mean wealth in the sense of everything, in family, in love, in money, in all the things. Like we need to have that, like the good ones, we need to have that so that we are prepared for what's to come because more bad is coming. No matter what happens with the election, more bad is coming. And we need to be able to fight the good fight, right? So I'm trying to get prepped by this last quarter of the year, October, November, and December, setting goals, really tracking how I'm going after those goals. I'm gonna tell you how I do it. You know what? Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go get the thing that I forgot. Babe, can you run upstairs and get my bag? It's up go get my bag because I need my passion planner. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to show you some decks that I really love that we used this weekend. I swear we brought at least 40 decks with us, and I have the most from all of us. Hey, New School Kitchen. This one I really love. Dee and Nasia both recommended this one to me. It's called the Modern Witch Tarot Deck by Lisa Sturl. I really love this one. We had some good readings with these cards, but these are I always pull a pentacle. 2 of Pentacles. I'm always pulling pentacles. That kind of looks like D. Here you go. But yeah, thank you, baby. Okay, go inside.
Hi.
Okay, go inside. Go inside. We used Kyle Gray. I love Kyle Gray for very personal reasons. I'll tell that story more one day. But Kyle Gray, he's a good one. He's a good one. And he's an angel card reader, and he has the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. I love this one. We used that this weekend. I think who picked this? Nasia actually bought that one because she really, really loved one. And then my favorite tarot, other than Dust to Onyx, is the 420 tarot. I talk about this one a lot. The creator of this, Juliana Rose, is actually a client of mine. That's how I discovered this deck. I love, 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 love this deck, the 420 tarot. I'm not a smoker, but this deck speaks to me. I can't handle anything. I can't handle alcohol. I can't handle anything. But these are really, really great, beautiful cards that she is. She's the artist, and she is just dope. I love her. I love her. I always save these lives, Takesha. You'll get this. So, and I'm gonna have links to these decks too. Even though I'm sure you know Kyle Gray. I'm sure you know Kyle Gray. But you need this one. The 420 deck is amazing. 420 tarot. So this is what I do. This is what we did this weekend. Because I'm a bossy McBosserson. And I'm like, we're going to do some goal setting. This is my passion planner. This is my color for 2020. I always pick a color every single year. It's deep teal. And I don't know. I'm very much into ritual. I think it's really important. I think what it does, ritual more than anything for me. It's not that, look, there is magic in the ritual, but what is more important to me is this practice of grounding, of bringing myself back to a place of safety, of comfort, of truth, of connection. So ritual to me, it's like when I see this color, I'm instantly calmed. Like, this is my color for the year. I had gold a couple years ago because it was like all about like money and abundance and financial wealth, all that. So yours was forest for this year? Oh, forest is my next year. Forest is my next year. But this was 2020. Forest is I'm really feeling like the blues and the greens and the deep jewel tones, but forest green is like, oh, yes, 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 yes. Passion planner gang for sure. I know. I've been using, this is I think my 6th or 7th year. I'm not sure. I don't want to call myself a liar, but I think this is at least my 6th. But yeah. Before that I used moleskin, which wasn't as great. But I've always kept a calendar. In fact, this is not an endorsement of Justice Kavanaugh, but during the trials during his confirmation hearings, when they were like, who keeps a calendar from high school? And I'm like, I do. I have my calendar from high school because I write down what I do every single day, and I'm like really big about my plans. So what I did was we wrote down for 2020, October, November, and December. And then I picked 4 areas of life that I wanted to work on, or we're going to work on together. Love and relationships is the first one. Money and business is the second one. And I'm going to show this to you. Money and business, health and body, and then spirit. And like spirit is like mental health, emotional health, just like all of that. I'm going to try not to sneeze, but I might have to go off camera and sneeze for a second. So what we did is we wrote October, and then each love and relationships, money, business, health and body, spirit. I did that for November as well. And then and I left spaces for things underneath. And then for December, I just wrote them closer together, because in December, with an I am statement or a present tense statement, we write down what we want to be happening at the end of December. So I'll give you mine, because full transparency, and here's the thing, I love sharing my goals, my processes with you. This is how I teach. As a teacher, I just show you what I'm doing, and if it feels good for you to do too, go ahead and try it. I only share what works, all right? I only share what absolutely works for me. So in love and relationships, I wrote, I am making time every week for romantic adventures with Justin, that's my husband, and we are more connected than ever. Money and business. I have $50,000 saved for long-term security. So that's just like a little extra 50 that I want to put on the side, and have just signed the biggest contract of my career. That's happening. It's happening. Health and body. I am exercising 3 to 4 times every week and loving how energetic and sexy I feel. I also have a clean pap smear. Because I've been neglecting my pap smears and I have to get to the gynecologist. So that is forcing me to make an appointment. But yeah. And I've also gained like 25 pounds in COVID, which I'm not stressing about, but I am very low energy and just feeling tired and just kind of like weighed down. So I just want to, it's not about like, I didn't say like I want to lose this much weight. I didn't say that I'm a size this. It's just, I feel energetic and sexy, right? I already feel sexy, but I want to feel the energy. And spirit. I wake up every day feeling balanced, courageous, and ready to work. I nourish myself with regular time with friends, and I'm taking time for self-care every day, at least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes. So I also, it's really important when you're writing these statements of present tense that you're not talking about the negative. You're not saying, I am no longer eating sugar. I'm no longer doing this. I have lost. It's just an I am positive statement. Like I am waking up every day feeling balanced, not I am no longer waking up tired, right? You see the difference in that? So it's like the ideal of what you want to be dealing with in December. Oh, Takesha said, oh honey, me too, COVID coping. Let me tell you, this is what happened. I'm going to go off track for a little bit. Remember when we all thought that we were only going to be in quarantine for like 2 weeks, or isolation or social distancing for 2 weeks? Remember that? So, and we're like, stay inside. So this was March 13th. And I'm like, this is going to be fun. We're going to make this an adventure. We're going to stay inside. It's going to be like camping. It's going to be like, and like other tragedies. And, you know, we've faced this way. Like when Hurricane Sandy hit the East Coast and we lost power for 2 weeks. I was like, you know what, kids, we're going to make this an adventure. We're going to light the fire in the fireplace. We're going to cuddle up in the living room. We tacked blankets up to like keep the heat in. And we had like a really fun time because we changed our mindset around what was happening, and we were able to, like, obviously we had the privilege of being in a safe home. So with COVID, we were like, this is gonna be an adventure. Let's go get some snack food. We bought Pop-Tarts, Cap'n Crunch. I mean, food that has not been in my kids don't even know what this food is. Well, they see it, the older kids see it at their dad's house, but like, we don't buy Pop-Tarts. I haven't had Cap'n Crunch since I was a kid. And we had like all this like snacky, like camp food, like road trip food. And then it extended to 3 weeks, and then 6, and then 2 months. And now it's been like, where are we? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We're going on 7 months of Pop-Tarts. So I put on a couple pounds, whatever. It doesn't matter. It goes in my boobs. It's fine. Anyway, so you write down your I am, I'm sorry if I'm losing you. You write down your I am statements in December, and this is what you are working towards. This is what is happening in December. So it's like, okay, so where am I now in these categories? Where am I going to be? Where am I going to be? And then what is going to get me there? I'm sorry, my nose, it's like allergies. My nose is running. What's going to get me there? What are the steps? So we make it easy on ourselves. So in October, all we do is write one thing, one new habit, one new practice in each category that we are going to do throughout October. So in love and relationships, I said, schedule every Tuesday night for a date, get big kids to babysit. That's what I'm doing in October. The only thing I have to do in my love and relationships is just schedule our Tuesday nights for a date. Get the big kids to babysit. Money and business. I'm going to add 3 book coaching clients. Oh, by the way, I have 3 openings for book coaching clients. That's it for the rest of the year. So if you want to write a book, let me know. I don't have all the rates like posted, but if you DM me, I'll just get that to you. So add 3 book coaching clients. And I did add a little extra thing because that's kind of easy. I said, have a meeting about curriculum creation for Zara and start the next Zara book. These are easy things for me though. I can do that in like an hour or like a day. So I added that in. Health and body. I'm going to exercise 3 times a week for 20 minutes. I bought this new jump rope. Ask me about my jump rope. I bought this new jump rope, and it has like a jump rope app, and it's like the Rolls Royce of jump ropes. I'm so excited, and I love jumping rope. So I'm just gonna do it 3 times a week for 20 minutes, and I'm gonna schedule my pap smear. What does Takesha say? Might need to blow the dust off of my outline from 6 years ago. Oh my God, Green, write that book. You know I give very good rates to Black and brown women. And I'll hook you up, even extra. So schedule the pap smear. Spirit, I'm going to schedule 30 minutes of me time every day and I have to write in my time. And then I have to schedule my next girl date because Dia and Nasia are my whole life. And now Takesha, you have to come to our next one. It was so, oh my gosh, it was so silly. The hotel caught on fire. It wasn't us, but it was so much fun. So we have to schedule the next girl date. And then what we do, so there's that. And then in November, you keep the one thing that you did, and then you add 2 more. So this is the magic of it. This is the magic where this happens. Okay. Or this is where the magic happens. My friend Nasia said something really beautiful to me. She said, the thing that I love about you is we're like playing this game and we have to answer questions about each other. She said, your word is your wand. Everything you say comes true. You go after your stuff. And I actually bought a wand, selenite wand this weekend. And then I have this wand that I use at home that my husband made for me. He made this, yes. It is ridiculously gorgeous. These are materials from our farm and by a very special crystal shop and copper from my mother. It's like gorgeous. But anyway, this is my wand. And my word is my wand. What I say comes true. But that doesn't mean that I wish it true. I pray it true. I do those things too. I have candle ceremonies. I got a tarot card reader. I have a big support system. I have a therapist. But I also do practices. And this is the magic part. Here's the magic part. Yes, small goals are still goals. I need to do the same. Yes, 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 yes. And this busy book life says, if I try to jump rope, I'll pee myself. LOL, girl. 5 babies pass through this body. I know what you're saying. Just hold it in. Just hold it in. I've actually peed myself jumping rope. I've actually done it while doing a video and had to keep shooting. Even thank goodness I was wearing dark pants. Because I just did it and I was like, I gotta keep shooting this video because there's no way I have the energy to keep going with this. But anyway, so the deal is, because all 3 of us are doing it, and I think that the number one reason people don't attain their goals, people who have belief in them, right? Because you have to have belief. You have to have belief that this thing can happen. The goal has to be aspirational but realistic. If it's fantastical, then you might trip yourself up. You'll never achieve it. But I think that the goal should be aspirational but realistic. But I think the number one reason, beside like not believing that it can happen, is that people don't have accountability. They don't hold themselves accountable to other people. If you're trying to do it on your own, you're going to find all the excuses and you're going to get yourself out of it. So what I did with my girlfriends is we have a deal, is that every night at 9 p.m., we're going to do a check-in in our group text and just say how we did that day. We're going to rate our day from 1 to 10. I learned this from an old coach of mine, Lauren Zander. I would write to her every single day and tell her how I did with my stuff. And just rate it from 1 to 10. If you did like really excellent, 8 to 10. If it's below an 8, just say like what you didn't do. Just cop to the whatever you didn't do. Like, if you're trying to give up sugar and you're like, I ate a sleeve of Oreos, something that I might do from time to time. They're vegan. You just say it and then it's done. And what that does every single night is that you have this container that you can put your stuff in. And you're like, this was the day is over. And now I'm just next day, new beginning. But every single night at 9 o'clock, we have to hold each other accountable. And we all just check in with each other. And like, for instance, tonight, our assignment was we're going to finish November and add the extra practices that we're going to do. And then we're just going to check in with our practices. We're going to take pictures and share it with each other. That's it. And then till the end of the year, every night we check in. You will stay on track. You will also mess up. You will also fall short. You'll have days that were 5s. You'll have days that were 2s because you're like, I didn't do anything. And that's okay because you're going to have to make space for days that are hard. November 2nd or November 3rd. Actually, November 2nd and November 3rd. I'm going to be a wreck November 2nd. November 3rd, I'm going to just be like, oh. And November 4th, I don't even want to predict. But those are days that maybe I'm going to be a 3. Who knows? Who knows? But hold yourself accountable. Write it down, make it true. When you put something in writing or you even say it, You make it true. You are adding oomph to your goal. So write it down, say it, share it with somebody else. Like, I'm holding myself accountable to you all because I'm like saying these things out loud. Write it down as if it's already happening. Be in the feeling of that moment. If it helps, if you're a meditator, you can sit and like say this, like, I am making time every week for romantic adventures with Justin, and we are more connected than ever. And then I close my eyes and I think what that feels like to just be in that perfect connection with my husband, just feeling so intimately, you know, intertwined, feeling each other, feeling our love. Like, I sit in that feeling, and it helps. It's motivating, and it gets me there faster because I can feel that it's true, right? I can feel that it's happening. And then, you know, have your accountability buddies check in, tell them how you're doing, make it a time. Be very, very specific. Be very specific with your goals. Be very specific with your practices. Be very specific with how you deliver and how you hold yourself accountable. I'm telling you, it isn't rocket science. It's hardly even magic. It's using what is already inside of you and around you to manifest what you want in the world. In November of 2018, I read well, first of all, I wanted to write a children's book, and then I had an opportunity to be a mystery reader at my second graders class. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just try out one of the stories that I wrote. So I went in and I read to the class. That was November of 2018. I came home. I got on a live on like Facebook or Instagram. I don't even know where it was. And I was like, I just read this book to these kids. And it wasn't good. It was the beginning of Zara, but it had like, it was like 2,500 words. It needed a lot of work. But I said, this book will be published within the year. Whether I publish it myself, whether I sell it to somebody else. So then I made this promise. I asked people to hold me accountable. September 1st of 2019, I launched the Kickstarter for Zara's Big Messy Day. That is just a little over a year ago. I have now just completed the third Zara book. Zara's Big Messy Day or Big Messy Bedtime, the second book, has been sold to a publisher. And there's another really big deal on the horizon that I can't talk about yet. It's very exciting. It's going to put Zara into the homes of 30,000 plus kids. It's really exciting. So things are happening, but I had to speak it. I had to enlist accountability partners, and I had to do the things. And I brought people along on my journey so that they could see it, and also so I can be like showing them like, I'm doing this. And it makes people ask me questions about it. They're like, when's it coming? You know, I'm so excited for you. Like, you have to have accountability partners. We're here to be in community with each other. Community is so big. Okay, speaking of community, and I just totally like messed up. I've been going for a long time, and I didn't invite you. I have a new private community. I moved it off Facebook because Facebook is a cesspool of disgusting energy. You might like Facebook. You are stronger than me because I go there and I feel just like blackness, like gross. Like, that was the wrong word because black is beautiful, but like darkness and like just like muck, like tar sinking in the bleh. So that's how I feel about Facebook. And so I started a new platform. It's really good. We have like 400 people. I'm like real excited. I just started it. So come on over. The link is in the video description. You can also go to blissedInCommunity.com. Blissed, BLISSED, in community.com. If you've hung out this long, then I really want to invite you. Oh, Takesha, you moved to Mighty Networks too? Awesome. Yes, this is a platform called Mighty Networks. We can just have better, more intimate conversations that people are there intentionally. And I'm going to be doing this exercise with this group in October. I'm starting it in the next couple days, probably this week. And we're going to be doing this together. So I'm super excited about that. There's another way to hold me to account and then the people in my community. But yeah, check out the links in my video description, join my community, pick up my books, support my charity. I have a 501c public charity that puts free books and mental health resources, tools, and assemblies and writing workshops into schools. I have so many things going on, so many things. So please check out my link tree for all of that. It's like ridiculous the amount of things that have going on, but they all bring me so much joy that I'm just bursting with energy, like bursting with energy. It could be the sugar, but it's also all the good stuff that I'm doing. I love you so much. I appreciate you for showing up for me because it inspires and compels me to show up for you. Accountability. My community is my medicine, my greatest motivator. It is the thing that has brought me so much success. So I love you for that. And I say I love you 3 times to affirm that truth. I love you, I love you, I love you. And for the same reason, I say thank you 3 times to affirm my gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just a happy girl. I'll see you.